Hey everyone. Today I'm diving into the Criminal Procedure Code of India, or CrPC, and explaining it all in just 3 minutes. Let's get started. First off, the CrPC is the backbone of India's criminal justice system. It's a comprehensive statute that outlines the procedure for the administration of criminal law in India. Ready? Here we go. Chapter 1 sets the stage with the preliminary rules. It tells us what the CrPC is all about and defines key terms. Next, Chapter 2. This chapter talks about the constitution of criminal courts and offices. Basically, it lays out the hierarchy and structure of criminal courts in India. Moving on to Chapter 3, it's about power of courts. Here, we learn about the jurisdiction and powers of different courts. Chapter 4 is all about the AGENCIES. It deals with the power of superior officers of police and their general duties. In Chapter 5, we dive into arrest of persons. This one's crucial. It explains how and when a person can be arrested with or without a warrant. Chapter 6, processes to compel appearance. Summons, warrants, and proclamations. This chapter lays down the rules. Chapter 7 handles processes to compel the production of things. It's all about search warrants and the production of documents and other evidence. Chapter 8 covers security for keeping the peace and for good behavior. It's about preventive measures to maintain public order. Chapter 9 discusses order for maintenance of wives, children, and parents. Yes, the CrPC also ensures family support. Chapter 10, maintenance of public order and tranquility. It includes public nuisances and urgent cases of nuisance or apprehended danger. Chapter 11, preventive action of the police. This chapter empowers the police to take preventive measures against crimes. Now, Chapter 12 is all about information to the police and their powers to investigate. This chapter kicks off the investigation process. Chapter 13, jurisdiction of the criminal courts in inquiries and trials. Here we learn which court handles which type of case. Chapter 14, conditions requisite for initiation of proceedings. This chapter covers the essentials needed to start criminal proceedings. Chapter 15, complaints to magistrates. It deals with how complaints are to be made to a magistrate. Now, chapters 16 to 21, they cover the procedures for trials. From framing of charges to the evidence to the judgment, everything's here. Chapter 22, attendance of persons confined or detained in prisons. It ensures that prisoners can attend court. Chapter 23, evidence in inquiries and trials. This chapter talks about how evidence is to be recorded. Chapters 24 to 27, these cover the procedures for appeals, reference, and revision. They outline how appeals are made and handled. Chapter 28, execution, suspension, remission, and commutation of sentences. It's about how sentences are executed and can be altered. Chapter 29, disposal of property. This one's about the management of property involved in crimes. Chapter 30, miscellaneous. It covers various supplementary provisions. Woo, that was a whirlwind tour of the CrPC. Remember, the CrPC is essential in ensuring justice and fairness in India's criminal justice system. Thanks for watching. Welcome to a detailed walkthrough of the BNSS 2023 Easy Recall combination, structured into 5 clear groups for effortless recall. Group 1, Basic Structure and Powers. Chapter 1, Preliminary, Sections 1 to 6. Chapter 2, Constitution of Criminal Courts and Offices, Sections 7 to 22. Chapter 3, Power of Courts, Sections 23 to 32. Chapter 4, Aid to Magistrates and Police, Sections 33 to 38. Group 2, Investigation and Pretrial Procedures. Chapter 5, Arrest of Persons, Sections 39 to 73. Chapter 6, Processes to compel appearance, Sections 74 to 93. Chapter 7, Processes to compel production of things, Sections 94 to 107. Chapter 8, Reciprocal arrangements, attachment and forfeiture, Sections 108 to 117. Chapter 9, Security for keeping peace and good behavior, Sections 118 to 135. Chapter 10, Maintenance of public order and tranquility, Sections 136 to 159. Chapter 11, Preventive action of the police, Sections 160 to 167. Chapter 12, Information to the police and their powers to investigate, Sections 168 to 193. Group 3, Jurisdiction, Initiation, and Complaints. Chapter 13, Jurisdiction of Criminal Courts, Sections 194 to 206. Chapter 14, Conditions for Initiation of Proceedings, Sections 207 to 220. Chapter 15, Complaints to Magistrates, Sections 221 to 228. Chapter 16, Commencement of Proceedings before Magistrates, Sections 229 to 242. Group 4, Charges and Different Trials. Chapter 17, Charges, Sections 243 to 263. Chapter 18, Trial before a Court of Session, Sections 264 to 278. Chapter 19, Trial of Warrant Cases by Magistrates, Sections 279 to 293. Chapter 20, Trial of Summons Cases by Magistrates, Sections 294 to 302. Chapter 21, Summary Trials, Sections 303 to 308. Chapter 22, Plea Bargaining, Sections 309 to 323. Group 5, Special Situations During Trial. Chapter 23, Accused Persons of Unsound Mind, Sections 324 to 336. Chapter 24, Offenses Affecting the Administration of Justice, Sections 337 to 350. Organizing BNSS this way makes even the most complex law framework simple and memorable. Thank you for joining this breakdown. And best of luck in mastering the BNSS 2023.